Hey everybody. We're going to start looking at some web design coding for the fourth quarter. We're going to be looking at HTML, which is hypertext markup language, and we're going to be looking at CSS, which is cascading style sheet language. Depending on how far we get, we might throw in some JavaScript. The JavaScript will be more familiar to you. It's not Java like we've been doing, but it is a like a processing language, programming language. So if we get that far, you'll notice some similarities. Anyhow, let's go about making our first page. So you're gonna have to do this on a personal computer or a laptop. Hopefully, all you guys have one or the other. Doesn't matter which one. If for some reason you don't, you're gonna have to let me know because we'll have to figure a way for you to type this code on Google Drive using some kind of app. So when we make a web page, we're typically writing with HTML. HTML is a language that kind of creates a framework for all the content on the page. By content, we're talking about text, images, videos, that sort of thing. So we're going to use a very simple text editor. So what you could do if you're on a PC, if you have Windows 10, you would have a search box like this. I think the other Windows too, like 7 might. If you're on older Windows, you might have a start button. So in any case, if you have a search box, type in Notepad, and you'll see it come up there. If you have an older Windows operating system with like the start button, what you would do is you'd hit start, then you'd go to accessories on the start menu, and then Notepad should be off of the accessories submenu. So you would go to start, accessories, Notepad, and that's how you'd open it. So I'm going to open Notepad, and you're going to see it's just a basic editor. It's kind of like Microsoft Word or Google Docs with practically no features. It's strictly for writing text, which will turn into code. So here we go with some HTML. HTML is a language that uses tags. And by tags, let me just make this a little bit bigger. Hold on one second so nobody has trouble seeing my font. Let's try 18. By tags, we mean like the greater than, the less than, or the Pac-Man signs. Okay, so every document is going to start with the HTML tag. Now, the thing about tags is that there's often an opening tag and a closing tag. So when you're setting up your page, it's a really good idea. Once you write the opening tag, like I just wrote my opening HTML tag, it's a really good idea to close it farther down. Just skip a bunch of spaces, close it farther down. So the HTML tag has to open and close. The whole web page will be inside of that opening and closing tag. There are other tags that will all fall inside there. So now we can talk about different sections of our web page. So now we're going to create the next section of our web page. And I'm not talking about the actual layout like what you see. I'm talking about the sections in the actual code. So the next tag we're going to use is the head tag. So we'll open it and we'll close it. The head tags make the head section. The head section is everything between the opening and closing tag. So whatever I write in here, in the space in between the opening and closing tag, will be in the head section. As far as what we use it for, we could put the title of the web page there. If you're on like Google Chrome, if you're on Google Chrome, the title would appear in the tab. So on this page, on the default Google page, the title is new tab. And until you went to an actual web page, then the title of the tab would change. So we're going to use the title. We're going to use the head section right now for title. We'll eventually use it for more. I'm going to call it my first page. And like the other two tags, we have to close the title. Okay, so for now, that's all we'll use the head section for, just for our title. Later on, we're going to put CSS in it. So the next section is the body tag, or the body section. Okay, so now the body section is where all of our web page content goes. So everything you actually see, everything we're looking at on this Google page, all of it is all the code for that creates that image or the content that you're looking at. All of that is